And we've learned more about the gunman, Ian Long, this morning. He was somebody who lived not too far away, less than 10 minutes away at a home in Newbury Park. He was a decorated former Marine. He clearly was dealing with some sort of mental issues and mental health problems. Possibly, investigators say PTSD, that's what they're looking at, but he had a history of problems.
Yeah, he had served in Afghanistan, and our Randy Paige is live at Long's home in Newbury Park, where investigators are still trying to gather evidence. Randy?
Peter says, and let's begin with what's happening right now as we push into the home. Inside this home are a very large number of federal and local law enforcement officers. They are inside, carefully going through what's inside this home. And I also want to clear up right from the beginning pronunciation. Now, the sheriff identified this mass killer as Ian Long. Well, a neighbor tells us he's heard his mother say many times Ian Long. We're going to go with Ian Long. He's 28 years old. He's lived with his mother here. She moved in 2006, with the exception when he was away for military reasons. He's lived much of his life here. He's a combat Marine veteran identified by the military as a machine gunner with 2 commendations, and his last deployment was in Afghanistan between 2010 and 2011. A couple of things that happened in his life which may be relevant. First, in January of 2015, according to the Sheriff's Department, he was the victim of a beating, or of a battery, it's called in police language, at a bar here in Thousand Oaks. He was a victim of a beating. And then in April, neighbors here tell us extremely loud noises inside, shouting, concerns. They called deputies. Deputies arrived, mental health experts arrived to deal with that. Now, living directly behind him is a neighbor named Don McLeod, who says that whenever Ian Long is here, he knows when he's here.
Shouting, yeah. Shouting, a lot of noise. Oh, I heard the arguments as soon as he moved in.
Okay. Was there any activity involving like a firearm?
No, but I heard like a shot one evening. It was late evening, and everything went quiet after that.
Donald McLeod says he heard that gunshot about a year ago. He lives directly behind the Long home. In fact, if you peer over his backyard fence, you can see directly into the Long's backyard. Today, he says, he wasn't surprised this morning when he learned Ian Long is believed to be responsible for today's mass murder.
Because of past activity here through the night, lights on, arguments, noisy, all that. And then as soon as he was gone for a few days, the place was quiet and back to normal. This is an excellent neighborhood, and we don't have anything like that happening here.
Compared to other mass shootings we've covered, for example, in San Bernardino and Las Vegas, it's worth noting how incredibly lethal this man was. Keep in mind he was using a handgun, a Glock 45 caliber weapon, and authorities say they believe he used about 30 rounds of ammunition. We saw hundreds and hundreds of rounds of ammunition in Las Vegas and also in San Bernardino. And consider this. About 30 rounds were fired, according to authorities. Now, every single person that he shot, including himself, died, with the exception of one person, according to the Sheriff's Department, who did receive a gunshot wound. So 30 shots, 13 dead, including himself. Incredibly lethal combat Marine veteran. And the question now is, what drove him to this?